Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Lucy McPhee, and today we're back with more creepypastas for you guys to feast upon. This time with Undertale, the role-playing indie game first released in 2015. Let's jump in. To begin, we have S4N5, uploaded to Wattpad by Five Nights at Freddy fan 27. This creepypasta describes a player that bought the game, being a huge fan of it, writing fanfiction and creating drawings before they eventually got to play it. They bought the game on their birthday, booting it up, setting their name and beginning to play. However, right off the bat things weren't quite right. Flowey was gone. They shrugged it off though, assuming it was likely a bug or their computer glitching out. But then they noticed that instead of Terrell, they saw Sans' usual shadow that you would find in Snowden. As he was talking, they noticed that his voice track was distorted. He said, You know me. The image near his text box was also glitchy. His usual head sprite was there but without his eyes. He said, Kate, right? This concerned the player. How the hell did he know her name? I'm S4N5, he said. She figured that Undertale had lots of secrets, a lot of disturbing ones, but this didn't make any sense. Perhaps it was one of her friends, or perhaps it was a pirated copy. Another message appeared. Were you glad you didn't do Genocide? You're not going to, right? She was doing Pacifist at the time. Then a yes/no option showed up. She was scared but selected yes. Another message, you're lying. She knew he was right. She was planning on doing the Genocide run after Neutral and Pacifist. The game flashed and went back to the title screen. It read, Flowy Tale. She selected it. More messages appeared. You feel horrible about yourself. You look at your hands, they're covered. You remember what S4N5 told you? Dirty brother killer. She immediately turned off the game and never touched it again. Creepy. Next up we have undertale.exe. This user tells the story of the time they downloaded Undertale off a website because their Steam account was hacked. They couldn't remember where they got it, but they started playing. Right off the bat, things were wrong. The font regularly used for the intro was different, and Flowey appeared, but this time he was dead. His petals had been ripped off and a bee was taking his pollen. The user found a save file labeled My World, with the time played set to 66666. Freaked out, the user tried to reset the game and the system. It didn't work. Chara appeared on the screen and said, So, you thought you could reset? We'll be together forever, won't we? Then he sliced the game window, making it shake. The game then restarted. The title screen appeared, the player hit continue. The game was seemingly normal, but Frisk's legs seemed frozen in place. It wouldn't move. They went through the door where you usually encounter Flowey, but Flowey wasn't there. The player then entered the ruins. A picture of Asgore appeared, his eyes replaced with glowing red ones, seemingly bleeding out. They went through a door and found a picture of Flowey, but they had no face. Instead it was replaced with a message that read, Help me, anyone. And that's where the creepypasta ends. Part 2, anyone? Please, what the hell happens next? And finally we have True Genocide, uploaded by a user named Taki. They tell the story of the time they tested out a popular Undertale theory. They knew there was a true pacifist ending and a neutral ending, but could there be a true genocide? They wanted to find out. So they experimented. They decided to wait a set amount of time, almost an hour. Then Chara's text changed to blood red and began shaking. The text read, So you want to see what you have done? Very well. The game then changed to first person. The user could see Frisk holding a knife with white powder on it. His hands were also covered. Sans was lying on the ground, bleeding. Frisk then began to walk over to Sans. Sans began to stutter. Please, no. Frisk didn't listen. He walked up to Sans and began kicking him over and over again. The user tried to turn off their computer, but the game wouldn't let them. A message appeared. It said, There's no going back, Selena. This is your fault. You must see what you have done. Frisk then walked over to Chara, stabbing them in the heart before pulling it out. After this, more text appeared. This is what you wanted, is it not? An option box then appeared. Yes or no. They hit no. A voice then said, that's surprising, and proceeded to read out the user's address. The user picked up a knife, staring out of their window, waiting for someone to approach the house. Suddenly, they felt a tap on their shoulder and a whisper. Never again. After that, they never played Undertale again. Well, there we have it. Did any of these creepypastas scare you? Were there any that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below and perhaps we can do a part 2. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another gaming vid. And until next time, see you later.